Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Here I am again with another review coming out of the Toronto International Film Festival, and today I'm going to be talking about I'm Still Here, directed by Walter Salles, starring Fernanda Torres, Fernanda Montenegro, and Selton Mello, and this follows Eunice Paiva and her family after the disappearance of her husband Reuven Paiva, played by Mello, during the Brazilian military dictatorship. And this one I was excited to see because of the talent involved. Of course, Walter Salles has made quite a few great movies. I haven't seen Motorcycle Diaries, which I know got a screenplay nomination at the Oscars, but I did love Central Station, which was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film, and of course Best Actress for Fernanda Montenegro, who is in this as well. And so the reteaming of them, but also her daughter, Fernanda Torres, in the role of Eunice Paiva, was something I was really looking forward to, seeing this drama unfold. And for the first 30 minutes, I was absolutely loving this movie. I really loved the family dynamic they were setting up, and the setting, of course, as well. And I was noticing how attentive to detail every single piece of dialogue was being brought back in an interesting way, where I was like, oh, okay, I see the connective tissue between, each scene of this movie, and it really felt like it was building a lot of momentum. And then as the story went along, I really felt like there was a little bit of not to say a lack of urgency, but for this kind of story, I thought there was going to be a lot more tension. And I guess I didn't really get that. And maybe that was the point, because this really is supposed to show how the Brazilian military dictatorship has an effect on family life and those involved in the family unit. So I suppose in that regard it is successful. But I really felt like after a while it didn't feel like it had the same exacting build-up that the first part of the movie felt like it had. But I will say I have to give a lot of credit to Fernanda Torres in this performance as Eunice Paiva, who I really do think is absolutely tremendous. It's a very emotionally gut-wrenching performance, and in a pretty subtle way. She does a lot with just her face, and her face, has 1,000 stories written all over it. And I think that this is a tremendous performance that I really do think she has an outside shot at being nominated for Best Actress next year. Please don't count her out, because I think it would be a very deserved nomination. And think about this. To this date, Fernanda Montenegro is the only Brazilian performer to be nominated for an Oscar. And Central Station was nominated for Best Foreign Language Film and Best Actress. Wouldn't it be nice if this also repeated that same feat with International Feature and Best Actress for her daughter? I think that would really be lovely if it did get that package, because I definitely think this is going to be a big contender at the Oscars for Best International Feature. It won't win, of course, but it will get nominated. And I do think that this story, there is an urgency to it, especially because it's such a tumultuous and well-documented period in history, that I think a lot of people are going to respond to that. And, especially with all the totalitarianism going on all over the world, people are going to relate to this story and the family involved therein. I think everyone else is really great in this as well. Selton Mello is really great for when he's on screen as Reuven Paiva. And Fernanda Montenegro, of course, legendary actress. She plays the older version of Eunice, and she really just is more of a glorified cameo than anything. But still, to see her on screen, well into her 90s, it was really, really nice to see her. And I think she is effective in this film, at the very least, when she is on screen. But this is really her daughter's show, first and foremost. And I think such a great showcase for her as a wonderful, wonderful talent. It was really cool to see them all there at the screening. Torres and Salles, and I believe a few others. But I was trying to get food and I was rushing to the screening. So unfortunately I wasn't there for right when they came on. But still, I was happy to be in the theater, in the very front row at the Tiff Bell Lightbox. A very, very good seat at that. And yeah, I enjoyed this movie overall. Yet again, I think the script isn't really anything very groundbreaking. It isn't really anything that is like super thoroughly engaging, but I know there are people who absolutely love this movie, so I'm definitely not going to take that away from you. I can see how it might speak to someone in that regard, but I also think that there's some leaps in time that just don't feel necessarily well timed, I guess, and well paced. So, yet again, when it comes to the narrative, I'm not huge on some of the decisions that were made from a screenwriting standpoint, but I did appreciate the story itself and the performances therein. So I'm going to give I'm Still Here a 7 out of 10, a very solid film. Definitely would recommend if it comes to a theater near you. Please stay out on the lookout, because this will be nominated at the Oscars in some way, shape, or form, because this is definitely one you're at least going to want to see for yourself. And let me know if you have seen it already and what you thought about it. Please smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you wish. Going to be bringing you more reviews out of the Toronto International Film Festival still, I know. It's been a while, but I still have many more to talk about, and that includes Luca Guadagnino's Queer, starring Daniel Craig. I can't wait to bring that review to you guys next, so please stay on the lookout for that, and I'll talk to you soon.